Okay, so time for the third bowl. We're going to do the spin bowl. Okay, now the spin bowl tactically is a great one because when you actually make contact with the bat, the ball tends to, due to the physics behind it, tends to then go nice and high. And if the ball goes high, that's going to allow the fielders plenty of time to get under and make a catch. Therefore, the batter is out. So it's a really good one to do. Okay, now it's like opening up a doorknob. So if I just get the camera to show you, you'll obviously start with your ball like this, and that's good because it's a disguise to your batter. They don't know what's coming. But as you go back, okay, you then turn your hand, so now the back of your hand is coming in, and then it's like you're turning a doorknob. So it goes back, disguise, turn the doorknob. Do as I say with this one, not as I do, because I'm actually not myself very effective at executing this one, okay, although I know what you need to do. So it's the same principles as the safety bowl, okay, we're going to make that step, it's gone back, I'm doing it in slow motion to start with, okay, so it's going to come back and then, oops, sorry, it's going to, I won't do it in slow motion, it won't work, it's then going to spin all the way over to my target. Lovely, Jess. A bit more accuracy needed. Okay, here we go. So in and spin. Just get another ball. Thank you. So in and spin. That was a bad one. Like I said, do as I say, not as I do, because I'm really not very good at that bowl. Okay, fourth type of bowling technique is going to be the speed bowl. Personally, as a batter, I don't like these ones because they come at you so quickly. Although if you're really fortunate and you do get your bat behind it, due to the nature of the speed, it does mean that your ball will travel quite a distance. So tactically as a batter, if you have got someone that's got very good reaction times, they're going to really excel in it. So as a bowler, I would be thinking and tuning into my batters. They're actually got good reaction times, they're making contact, I'm not going to do a speed bowl against them. Maybe I'd do a donkey drop instead and try and slow it down. Because like we were chatting about with information processing, this one you have not got much time to process that information at all. So this is how you do it. You've got a batting square, okay, which would normally be the dimensions. If this was the front of my batting square, it would normally come back to about here. Now it would be a no ball if I was outside of my batting square to start with. So it's really important I stay inside my batting square, and I've given myself, just to create a bit of momentum, a little bit of a run up. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to like little hop and then speed bowl. So it's the same technique as the safety bowl, but what I'm doing is I'm putting a bit more power behind my bowl. Watch out, Jess, it's going to come at you quite fast. So in, back, oh dear, that was bad. I'll just go and get that one again. Okay, so little hop. Oh, that was perfect. Okay. Right, the fifth one, okay, this one is going to be the low to high bowl. Again, it's all to do with information processing. This time it's how are your senses in terms of your eyes taking in the flight of the ball, and it can be quite deceptive if it's not coming at you from a flat trajectory. Instead, this one is going to come from low to high. Now that it sounds like it's quite simple, but it can actually be quite difficult to track when you're actually playing the game. So here, again, we don't want to show our batter what we're going to do. We look like we're going to do a safety bowl or even a speed bowl at this point. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to get low and bring the ball up high. Okay? Really effective. Not used very often, although it should be. Okay? People need to have the confidence to go for this one. So like I said, we're just going to bend down and bring the ball high. Okay, so the last bowl I want to teach you is what's called the angle bowl. Okay, you've got to be quite careful with this one. Now, like I spoke to you about the batting square, I should really have one laid out. You can start anywhere you want in that batting square. Likewise, the batter can stand anywhere they want in their batting square. Okay, but it can really throw the batter off. If you stand at an angle to them, it confuses them slightly. It just messes up with their mind a little bit. So what we could do is, if my batter was over on the far right hand side of her box, I'm actually now coming like a safety bowl, but from an angle. And again, information processing, it's just tracking that trajectory that can throw them off a little bit. So it's just from there and in. It's a simple one to do, it's just mixing up the angle of where you're standing. Okay, so hopefully you can have a go at those 6 different types of bowling techniques at home. Obviously you can just do it against a wall, a fence, if you're on your own. If you've got someone that can do it with you, like I had Jessica, you could pass to them, and if they're not capable of catching everything, they can still keep rolling it back and feeding you balls. Or if you have got someone that can make some good catches, put them in and do it with them. Now, it's obviously fun to try and do things with targets as well. I've just managed to just find some bean bags lying around at home. You can put anything out, some empty bottles, anything you like, as targets. Now, this is obviously not an ideal height, but it will do for now. So we could just go back and we could just practice all of those different types of bowling techniques using some targets. Oh, so close. Using some, oh thanks darling, this is, oh go on then, Seb wants to have a go. Okay, that's overarm, but that's good job, and we'll use that for the next video. Thanks Seb. It's always good fun, good motivational tool to add in some targets to do that too. Do have another target idea, which if you come and join me over there, I'll show you.